Evening. Hello. How you doing? How's it going? It's Mag here, Middle-Aged Gamer Guy. Welcome to another Tuesday night gaming chat where we talk about all the latest gaming news and reviews from the last 7 days or so. And have we recovered from format yet? No, we've not recovered from format. Not at all. Not at all. But what a great event it was last week. 3 days of absolute chaos in a good way. Your camera seems on a weird angle. It does, and I don't know why. I don't know if I've knocked it, where it seems a bit high actually. I wonder if I've not. That might do it. There you go. Ben, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. That's now 6 months. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. September is now officially over, but it's all good. However, something that is not over is Community Member of the Month. Gozzo, it is your last week. Please give a shout out to Gozzo. I hope you are well. And votes are now in for this month's Community Member of the Month. And you've got until 9 p.m. tomorrow to vote for your new community member. Let's see who's in chat. Gozzo was the first one here. Good evening, sir. Good to see you. Mr. Dan Game Tank, hello. Evening all. Flame, good evening. Super Sexy Sophie's here. Hello, Sophie. How's it going? Dan was like, what a week. It was such a good week last week. iQuail, good evening. How are you? DJ Mike says, he's always, mate. It's always my fault. Always. Sophie says, can I just say your guest is smoking hot? I've just seen my guest just basically laugh her head off backstage. It's quite funny. You can't see that. I'm not going to put her on the screen because I don't want to embarrass her. But she's gone all shy. She's gone very shy. It's all your fault, Soph. There you go. It's Play Expo this weekend. It is Play Expo this weekend. She hasn't stopped laughing, by the way. There you go. There you go. Shearbit, thank you so much for the follow earlier, 14 minutes ago. There you go. Oh, yeah, she is. She's probably there. Nottingham Game Market next Sunday. Can't wait. Is that after this weekend, Gozzo? Is that on next week? Danka, good evening. Hello. How are you doing? Good to see you all. Welcome on in. So, yes, obviously I can't do this show by myself as I am literally exhausted as I've been to Liverpool and back again today to help Simran strip out the rest of the format. So there you go. She says, of course, she sent me here and it seems like I'll be here more often. Ooh. She looks happy about that, our guest. So that. Can we just skip you and Dave and just have Professor Stalke? What? Are you just like obsessed, Soph? Dave, do you want to skip the show? He's just giving me a thumbs up backstage. Dave's going to skip the show. So it's just going to be another 2 hours of just Professor Stalke. We can sort that. That's not a problem. I can get a night off. You good with that? You good with that, Prof? She's kind of like, yeah. We'll see. Ems, how you doing? Good evening. How are you? Sophie's like, she's hot. What can I say? Well, I think you just said it. You said she's hot. Wouldn't be the first time you've dumped a show on your guest. True. After losing internet in Ireland, and poor Ben was stuck there on the screen. Dave is also quite attractive. There you go, Dave. Someone singing for your side of the camp. There you go. Of course, I don't get any votes because it's me. All I got was, ugh, I'm gross. Thanks, Soph. There you go. Anyway, helping me. Oh, look, Mag is Mag. Yeah, same day, different shit. Oh, dear. Helping me with the show, as always, is the one, the only, thank you, Ben, for queuing that up, Mr. Davy Jones.
How you doing, mate? How you doing?
Right, apart from being insulted by my chat as normal.
Of course, though, isn't it? Should be used to it by now.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Look, normally Davey's the hot one, but Dave, you've been deranked from.
What can you do? It happens, doesn't it? Sometimes you get it absurd, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, you changed your mind. Hot Dave. Thanks. Safe swinging both ways. That sounded so wrong. It sounded better in my head. Anyway, moving on. How have you been? What have you been up to? I'm going to shut the fuck up.
I have been good, mate. Busy work-wise and family-wise, but played a few games here and there. Played a bit more of Company Heroes 3. Still enjoying that. And tried out some multiplayer on Age of Mythology on the weekend.
Yeah. How are you getting on with that?
Yeah, it seems pretty good. It's definitely a game that wants a lot of your time. But when you start playing it, time can just shoot by. Because I was playing with a friend. We were playing the same team against the AI, both busy trying to like build up our, civilizations. Trying to unlock some of like the cool stuff that you can build in there. Before you know it, like 90 minutes has gone. You really haven't achieved a huge
Oh
amount.
wow, okay.
You haven't really fought the enemy at that point. They're still off on the other side of the map doing their own thing, building up their city and army. But it seemed pretty good. If I can find a bit more time, I might try playing the single player campaign of it, because that seems pretty good. But then apart from those, I'm still concentrating on Astrobot at the moment. Still enjoying that.
Nice,
But
okay.
the challenge there was what was pissing me off and took me so many attempts to get through.
That very last one.
Not the very last one, because I haven't got to the end yet. It was one
Okay.
called was it Splashing Sprint? It was on the Chameleon. One of those challenge ones. I think it was like the Circle. One of those Circle ones, and trying to get through the fire and stuff quick enough, and
some of them are horrible.
get the jumps and the timings right. Oh, it's driving me frigging mental. That was. Finally got through it after a fair amount of swearing and a few breaks to calm myself down. Got through it in the end. Bastard thing.
I loved Astrobot. I'm finished.
Oh, it's awesome. Absolutely love it. I'm going to carry on with that. I don't think I'm that far off finishing it, really.
Yeah.
Probably a few more sessions on it, and it'll be done.
All done. Well, we'll talk a little bit more Astrobot a little bit later on, because obviously we are going to be talking about the PlayStation State of Play, and there was some more Astrobot news on that, which is cool, which makes me happy because I love that game. I mean, I've not really played anything. It's ironic that I was at a 3-day gaming event and I didn't play a single fucking game. Go me. Yeah, sometimes that happens at gaming events. I don't get to play anything because I'm too busy either announcing stuff or talking to people. So there you go. So I managed to play a little bit of Star Wars Outlaws, and that's about it. So that has been my week. The only thing I will say is obviously last night was playing the brand new Zelda game. But I can't talk about that until we talk about that later on the show. Try running a fucking booth, says Ben. I've run a booth many a time at Format, so I know exactly what it's like. This was the first time that I wasn't running a booth because I was running the event on the Friday, which was cool. To all those that turned up, thank you so much for us doing our little mini timeless pop-up event. Jenny says, oi, oi. Hello, Jenny. How are you? Good to see you. Sophie says, a fucking booth sounds right up my street.
Wasn't that kind of show, though, was it?
It wasn't that kind of show. Dan said that level was the one that took him the longest to beat as well. So there you go. Good evening, Manic. Manic's here. Manic asked the question, and I thought this was a bit weird because I don't think he heard what I said. He says, hi, how are you today? Did I just hear Mag shout humping? No. No. Get your mind out of the gutter. And Sophie said, and this went into a lot of innuendo, but might as well do it. He didn't let me give his head a stroke at Timeless, as in Sophie wasn't allowed to stroke your head. So there you go. Mike wanted to know which head. We'll leave that there.
She wasn't allowed. I didn't even see her.
Okay.
If she was there, I must have missed her.
Yeah, there you go. Our guest
always next year.
Yeah, there's always next year. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, at the event on Friday, because obviously we did a pop-up event at Format, at the 3 days, we did the final day. We did a taste of Timeless. You can tell I'm filling for time because Professor's just said, give me 20 seconds. We announced dates for next year's Timeless Gaming Convention live on stage, along with Simran and Josh Drive-Hayes. So for those who didn't know and didn't get the news, and we will be putting that on social media, save the date, 13th of August next year, 2025, at Arcade Club Bury will be our 4th Timeless Gaming Convention. So more details will be announced in probably due course. Dan says 360 days. I hate myself. Sophie said, I was stood behind Dave, but he seemed like he was on a mission, so I didn't say hello. So there you go.
Oh, well, just say hi next time.
Yeah. Sophie said Professor had to dash off because she's getting a towel for us thirsty people in chat. Don't do this, Soph. Our poor guest is laughing her head off behind the scenes. Will there be a photo booth this time round? I don't know. We will see. Anyway, should we bring in our guest?
I think we should.
cool. She's calm. She's collective. She's having a drink. She's good. Straight after this, she's jumping on a plane to go to a big gaming convention where she's a guest. She's a big guest, which is awesome. It's the first time she's doing it. She can be live streaming. Also, technically now holds the record for most appearances on this show alongside someone else. So by next year, she will take that crown because said person doesn't stream anymore. So there you go. She's been on the show. I think this is about her 5th appearance. So there you go. Sophie goes for Mag's hottest guest. There you go. There you go. Well, as Sophie has just introduced, our hottest guest. There you go. Why not? That's now hotter than Dave officially. Sorry, Dave. It's happened. Please give it up for the one, the only Professor Stalke.
I was definitely muted, but it's fine.
That's fine.
It's fine.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to let you kind of just carry on laughing.
Thanks. I appreciate that. That's so nice. That's so nice.
There you go. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Yeah, very good.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Good. Yeah.
Lovely to have you back on the show. We
Right,
always.
the 7 out of 10. What did you say you were? 3?
I was like a 4 out of 10. Yeah. You're going to get people scoring you in a minute.
No, we're scoring how we are. We're scoring like how we feel from 1 to 10, not
how the hell. Well, I'm broken.
Not this is
100 out of 100. Sophie rates you. There you go. She also says, Dave, sorry, you'll be hot again next week, so don't worry.
I can take a week off. It's all right.
Yeah. iQuail says, oops, wrong button.
God.
Whoa, press the wrong button. iQuail says, I saw a booth at Format and meant to have a look, but completely forgot. Yeah, I didn't have a look at it either. I know I saw some photos from it, but there you go. So, for those who don't know, there are all the links. Go follow. Thank you, Dan.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah, your Twitch, your Kick, your
that's
Twitter,
awesome.
Insta, YouTube, TikTok. Tell everyone what you stream.
Oh my God. I'm a variety gamer, but a lot of people don't believe that because I play Baldur's Gate most of the time, but I'm just a little addicted. But yeah, variety gamer. Well, that's basically it, I guess. I've been playing some New World.
Yeah.
I was looking at Astrobot. I know you were talking about that. I was like, oh, is it worth it? It looks like it's a little bit painful, just like a tad.
It's fun, painful.
Painful, okay.
Yeah. It's like 90% of the levels are just pure fun. And then there's 10% levels that are like hardcore platforming.
Okay.
So it's there you go. Sounds accurate.
Just there you those ones.
I might be aging myself here, but what is Kick? Kick is another platform.
Oh, it's new.
Yeah.
Well,
it's not that.
It's new though. It's like a year. It's like a year and a half old. Maybe 2 years. Maybe a year and a half.
I thought it was more than that.
No, I don't think so. It's
2 years. 2 years, maybe.
Yeah, let's do 2 years. Let's just say 2 years.
It's fairly new in terms of gaming streaming.
But
we're on Twitch, so we don't talk about Kick.
Right.
But you can find Professor on Twitch and Kick. That's been too. There you go. And tell us more about this convention that you're off to. You're literally flying straight after the show, aren't you?
Yeah, within a couple hours, so I have to make sure to be there. This is my first time out of country, so I don't even really know what it entails, except that it's a huge streamer convention. Essentially, it's from the 4th to the 6th, but I'm going there a bit early because I know some peeps in Atlanta. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming there live on Sunday, and I'm really nervous for that. That's probably the one thing I'm the most nervous for, because I have no idea what kind of setup. If anyone knows what DreamHack's like and knows the setup, please tell me, because I have no clue. So I'm kind of going in just no idea about anything. And in the States too, they carry guns in that state? Totally not used to that, at all.
Okay.
That's gonna be so nerve-wracking to see guns around it.
That's fine. It's for your own protection, allegedly.
Exactly. I mean, no, I'll probably feel safer, but it'll be scary seeing it just on people as they're walking around.
Sophie said she's going to fly to me and we are going to enjoy our time.
Yes. Yeah. That's where I'm going first.
Yeah. You're going around Sophie's house.
I'm trying to cover the background.
Yeah.
Sophie's just like.
I'll be knocking on the door because she's only half an hour away from where I live. Be knocking on the door and she'll be like, no, Mag.
She's not actually here.
I just snorted. There you go.
She's tired. She's tired.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
She has a headache.
Yeah. Sorry, not tonight. I have a headache. Oh, by the way, let's play this game, Professor. It's going to be amazing. I can tell you that streaming from an event is not as scary as it sounds. Okay. Because normally they put you in little booths or they'll put you in areas where you're next to other streamers. So you'll be you're like not totally isolated, but it means you can they'll have technical support and people, and then you just stream as you would, but you just obviously make a big thing that, hey, I'm at such and such, and you can just do whatever content you would normally do.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So it's quite chilled. You normally get like a couple of hours slot. I'm guessing you've got like a couple of hours too.
Yeah, I have 2 hours, and I don't actually have like a game listed, so I'm like trying to think of what. Yeah. Yeah.
So. Apparently I've missed Manic's score for everyone's scoring you. Apparently, Professor.
No.
There you go.
The score was for mood. The score was for mood.
It 10 Pikachu plushes out of 10.
10 Pikachu plushes.
10 says, "Wing it, you'll be fine." There you go.
Oh, thank you. That's what I'll have to do.
He says, "I know a great game to stream at conventions." I think he's hinting at his own game. So there you go.
Oh,
yeah.
What game is that?
That would be Bullion.
Bullion.
Yeah.
What's
there
that
you go.
one? What is that?
It's a cool little game that you Ben released back in February, where you play as cattle pirates that dig up treasure.
That's awesome.
It's a cracking little game. You'll have to show.
Oh, that's awesome! Yeah, I'll definitely try that.
Yeah. The biggest thing with streaming like this is that everyone is there sharing nets, so it won't be nearly as good as your home stream. Yes and no. I've been to certain events where they have dedicated Wi-Fi and everything. Not Wi-Fi, but connections. So it actually can be. But I have been to some where it's a bit iffy, but it depends. I'm sure that if it's a professional setup, it'll be absolutely
hopefully.
Fine. What day is this? And I'll try and stop by. This will be the Sunday, won't it? But will it be late at night? It'll be American time, won't it?
Oh yeah. So what time is it for me? Oh yeah. So here it's. I think Atlanta's 2 hours ahead of me. So. And I think I'm streaming around noon, but I have to check. So it'll be like, it would be like 2 hours ago.
Right. Okay.
No, 4. Oh my God, no, because they're ahead. Oh God. I don't know.
We'll figure it out. We'll put it in the
noon
Discord.
Atlanta time.
Noon Atlanta time. Someone check that for PMT, like for that. Someone, and then we'll figure it out and we'll chuck it in the Discord on Sunday. Yeah. So hopefully I might see that. It depends if I get back because I'm at another maybe gaming convention.
Oh my gosh!
On Sunday, so we will see. We will see. There you go. There you go. Ben saying what his game is. Bullion, the Curse of Cutthroat. Whatever happens, it won't be worse than streaming from a Belfast hotel. True, where the internet just died on its arse. I am so stoked to have Dave and Prof on stream. Mag, get off screen, you gremlin. Hello, Dave.
Oh my God, no. What's going on here?
It's nice to see my cretinous manager here. Hello, Dave. How are you?
We've got a hate-hate relationship, haven't you, you two?
We really do fucking hate each other. That's why we work well together. No, he's great. He's great. He's brilliant. That's true. Some of them do have 4 or 5 separate networks to share. There you go.
Oh, hopefully that's the case.
Yeah.
I guess
Ben, so that's relatively polite for Dave. So there you go. So we will find out the time. I'll get someone to do some research, find out what time. Someone can let us know what 12 p.m. Georgia, Atlanta.
Yeah. The same. Like yeah. I didn't even know I was in Georgia for a while. So.
5 p.m. in the UK. Thank you, Ems.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
5 p.m. in the UK, so you can watch Professor Stalke from 5 p.m. till 7 p.m. And will it be on your Kick or your Twitch or both?
Oh, I think it'll be Kick because I'm going there as a Kick creator. So
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Over on Kick.
I think, yeah.
If not, it'll be on Twitch. It'll be one of the two.
Yeah, exactly.
For anyone who doesn't know Professor Stalke, is not following Professor Stalke on Kick, can I have all the links in chat now, please? My magic. There you go. Yeah, Dave says, yeah, he hates paying me, and I hate having to remind him to pay me. True story. I haven't paid him since 1948. So there you go. And there are all the links. There are all the links. There you go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sophie also says, if not, go follow her on TikTok. She goes live on there too.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's right. Wow.
Dave says, I need food. Good for you. No care in the world from me.
He'll send you some.
No, I won't.
He'll do it.
No, I won't. You're not understanding this.
He's ordering it, right?
You don't care about his welfare.
I won't even do that. Mag can't afford to pay Dave. He's a little short this month. Hey! Dave's like, I love it here. It's great, isn't it? It's brilliant. It's one of the best places to be. Skint, short, and a big gob. That's my career aspects. Sorted. Mag will eat food on stream in front of me. If I had any, I fucking would right now just to shove it in your face. Atlantic Noon sounds like an indie band. I just done it. Live on stage with Professor Stalke at Atlantic Noon.
That was really good, actually. I like that little.
There you go. God.
Oh, God.
And people think this show's rehearsed. It's clearly not.
Obviously
Anyway, there you go. There you go. Shall we crack on with the show?
Yeah, let's go for it, mate.
Before we launch our new side project, Middle-Aged Gamer Guy and the 5 Daves. That'd be like a beat combo. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Bringing back the 60s bringing back the 60s in a bad way. Atlantic Noon, brought to you by Timeless Music Company. Oh, dear God. Anyway, moving on. It's our 186th show, believe it or not. And we have got such things as the brand new Mortal Kombat 1 DLC. And we've got G.I. Joe, Wrath of Cobra, because we haven't had enough of those side-scrolling beat-em-up games, just like that Karate Kid game that tanks last week. And obviously, more importantly, a little game that you may have heard of, which is doing rather well right now. Show me your nails. Show me that. Professor Stalke got her nails done.
Oh.
We mustn't forget. Yeah.
Triforce. Can you guys see them?
Yay.
See the Triforces.
Da, 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 da. Here we go. It's awesome. Are we going to hit 200 shows this year? I don't know. Someone else asked us this. I wasn't quite sure because we've got 5 shows this month, so that'll take us to 191.
Ooh.
It depends. We might get there. We might be a bit short, bit like me. Before anyone else got there. Yeah, it's covering all bases. So we might hit too much 200. M's likes your nails, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Needs more Zelda fans.
Yes, I agree. I completely agree.
190. Oh, right. So 199.
Wow.
It might not be because we don't. There's 2 weeks where we don't. So we have 2 weeks off because obviously our last show's the Game of the Year show. And then we have 2 weeks over Christmas and New Year. And then we come back with 2 special shows of games to look out for that are never going to come out that year and probably get delayed like every fucking year. Every year that we've done that. So 198. Yeah. So maybe it'll be like 3rd week in January. Why did you pin the Atlantic Moon by Timeless Publishing? That is not a thing to be pinned. There you go. There we go. We will hit 200 next year. Here we go. Anyway, let's start with our first game. And technically not a game, but more DLC for a game that is now technically a year old. This came out last Tuesday. Is on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. Is on Switch, but it's shit on Switch, so don't bother with it. So please check this out. This is the brand new DLC for Mortal Kombat 1. This is Khaos Reign. Let's check this out.
What's this?
Havoc.
The cleric of chaos
I blame. This day will not end well.
Now the end begins. Earthrealm's might is at your disposal. What I ask is that together, we try to break the cycle of violence.
Let real warriors handle this. My speed and skill are beyond you.
Greetings, brother. The future is chaos. All must embrace it.
When this crisis ends, we settle our differences.
Finish him. Animality. No!
Whoa.
Yeah, so if anyone's offended by gore, look away now. Sorry, I should have said that.
Yeah.
I do like a nice family-friendly trailer.
Yeah,
Oh my god. Animality. Great.
that was insane. So Mortal Kombat 1 didn't get off to the greatest start last year. Good night, Sophie, by the way, because her phone's running out of charge. So take care, Soph. And hello, Fearless. Welcome on in. But this seems to have chucked a hell of a lot of stuff, which looks really cool. Some of it is obviously paid DLC and some of it is free. But it looks really cool, and they're adding lots of characters as well. You've got Ghostface from Scream. You're going to get the T-1000. You're going to get Conan the Barbarian. You've got the guy from The Boys. I'm forgetting half the ones.
Yes.
There's a lot of characters. Peacemaker from the Suicide Squad. And then a ton of other stuff, like the animalities and all that crazy shit. They tell us a little bit more, because they're adding. It seems like they're going like all hog, as if to say, "Boom, have all this," because we want.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of new stuff in there. Those are animalities. I think they're a free content update for everybody. So you haven't got to get the DLC pack for that. You can enjoy destroying your enemies as various animals at no extra cost. Lovely. But then, the DLC, it's adding like a new story campaign. So this is bringing in someone called Havoc. He's just trying to fuck up this new timeline that's Liu Kang came up with for the main game. So it's just a case of trying to stop him. They're bringing in a couple of new characters as well, returning characters from previous games, as Cyrax, Sector, and Noobs Shyboss. They're bringing those in as like the main sort of, proper characters for the campaign. And then you've already mentioned the random DLC guest characters they just thrown in, because why not? You can throw anything into anything else these days. It doesn't have to thematically fit anymore. It can just go in. As long as you can find a way to rip them to pieces, then throw it in there. Why not?
Yeah, it's cool.
It looks all right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Many new ways to destroy the human body.
Yes.
It's been an interesting day in the office, and I think of all these new ways for each game to tear people apart.
I don't know how
Interesting day in the office.
I don't know.
Messed up.
Yeah, I don't know how they keep this up. It's mad. Professor, your thoughts on this? Would you play this?
Oh my god!
Because I saw you facing horror from a lot of the gore.
Oh my god! There were some really cool moves, and then it got pretty intense. Like, I don't know what it was for. Like, there was two guys grabbing the legs on one side. That split was crazy. That was messed up. And like the head was just there for a little. It's like this is just disturbing. But I would totally play it. Absolutely. Homelander. I would totally try Homelander because that's like, he's terrifying. I would be excited to see his I don't know, finishing moves. I don't really know the terminology for Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, well, no, it's technically finishing moves. There you go. That's quite right. So we got a couple of scores in already. Danka said, honestly, not sure on this score for this one. I'll go on previous details, 7.5. Fearless says, I'm not a big fan of Mortal Kombat, but I absolutely used Tekken 8. Tekken 8 was fantastic. Gozzo says, reckons there's 6 for this. Tekken 8, I kicked Josh Drive's ass at that. Yeah, we did a Tekken 8 tournament on Friday. And Dave
cool.
Which is cool. Iqual says, I enjoyed the DLC, but it was super short. I think 40 quid for the upgrade was a bit steep. I think this is probably a 7.5. To confirm, is this a new game or DLC? It's technically the DLC. Dave reckons it's an 8. Flame thinks it's an 8. For those who don't know what's going on, because you haven't seen the show before, you can guess scores, what the reviewers gave it. We don't review it ourselves, but if you do guess the scores, you can have whole and half numbers. You will get a shout out in the chat. And I will now ask Dave and our guest. Dave, what would you think this got?
I'm going to go for a 7.
Going for a 7. Ben also said, as I said before the trailer ran, a 7. Because he says, but that'll be wrong. So we'll see. Manic says 7. Professor Stork, 7 Professor Stork flawless victories out of 10. There you go. Flame is also saying 8. Professor.
Ooh, I'm going to go with 8.
Go with an 8. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. For those of you who don't know what's going on, don't worry. Neither does Mag, the Gremlin. Dave is the real pro here, and Professor Stork is the true talent. Thank you. One-handed gamer. Hello, sir. How are you? Says Tekken 8. I was the last man standing in format. And 8, yes. One-handed gamer was in the final of that competition. He did really awesome. Good to see. We got to chat more at format as well. Ben says, because I always get it wrong. So, here we go with the scores. Anyone else? This is the brand new Mortal Kombat 1 DLC, Khaos Reign. Last Tuesday on Switch, PC, PS 5 and Xbox Series X and S. And if there are no other scores, I can tell you that this didn't do as well as people hoped because I think they felt this was quite expensive for it. And for what you get on the extra stuff you have to pay for, because there's other things on top of it, this got a 6 out of 10.
Whoa.
So it's good.
Ooh.
What I'd say, it's good for Mortal Kombat fans. Anyone who's expecting a lot of stuff for not a lot of money is like, woof. So 6 out of 10 on average. Gozzo got that right. Well done. Ben was like, see, I told you I got it wrong. There you go.
So you were right.
Well done, Gozzo. See, I from the look of that trailer, I'd be like, that looks good. Like a 7 or 8. Like, to me, it's like they're making up for the fact that the game wasn't that good. But but there you go.
Whatever.
So, if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, go get it. And if you're not, play something else. It's the Warner Brothers effect, maybe. Go play Tekken 8 or Street Fighter 6 instead if you don't like that one. That's all I'm going to say. So there you go. Anyway, moving on to our second game of the night. Something very different. We got quite varied games tonight, as always. This was also out last Tuesday on PC, PS4, 5, Xbox Series X, S1, and Switch. And this is called Bloomtowm, A Different Story. Let's have a look at the trailer now. There you go. Dave says it's like Octopath Traveler meets Undertale. Would say so.
Yeah, that's
It
what I
seems
was
to have got
thinking.
lots of little things from there, which looks quite cool. Manic's already scoring. He says 7 middle-aged gamer guy new managers out of 10. So that means Dave's probably quit again. Ben's saying 7.5. But before we get into the scores, Dave, tell us a little bit more about this one because this looks quite cool.
Yeah, this one's like a JRPG with turn-based combat, but it's set in a small American town that your character's been sent to on their summer holidays. Been sent there to stay with their grandpa, and while they're there, they sort of get involved in a mystery. Like some kids start disappearing. So from what I've seen of it, it's got sort of vibes of the Persona games, and also of Stranger Things, because like there's another side to the town, like a demon world that's there to be explored as well. So it looks quite cool. It's got a nice sort of, I say, like a sort of 16-bit retro style to it. It reminds me of that sort of style game. I kind of like the old SNES days. I think it looks pretty cool. Nice graphical style to it. It sounds like quite a cool story, cool mystery to go and solve. Yeah, looks good.
It looks cool. I mean, it looks cool. It's one of these that I would dabble on if it was on Game Pass or landed on something like that, which it's not at the moment, but I'll give it a go. Dave says, Mag, it's my birthday tomorrow. Buy me this game, please. Of course not. There you go.
Chances you got to get a game out of you.
Yeah, no, you got no chance. Carly, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Wishing Dave happy birthday. He says, I was lying. Thank you, Carly. I was lying to guilt Maggie to buy me. It's never going to work.
Wow. Imagine.
Well, I did promise Dave that once I was finished with Space Marine 2, he could have it. So that was fine.
That's a gift.
But then again, has he got PlayStation? I bet he hasn't now. I've just said that. So empty promises already. Anchor says, let's go 7.5 again. Gozzo says 7.5. Damn you, Mag. I guess that means he hasn't got a PlayStation 5. Whoops. Sorry. But there you go. Professor, cozy kind of game. Lots of different elements.
Yeah. It looks really good. I really like it because it even reminded me at one point of like Paper Mario, just the fights, like because it's like just the way they were moving looked very similar to that. It was so cool. But obviously Octopath is like, yeah, I mean, it looks so good. I would totally play that. It has like everything, and you can do a lot of the things you can on like MMORPGs. It sounds like it looks like there's like you can cook, you can do all the. So sorry, I just. Just knock something out. It's fine. Anyway, but are you asking about the rating? Or are you asking about
I can do if you want to give your rating now. That's absolutely fine. We'll let you go first.
7.5.
7.5. Okay, cool. Carly says, I'm good. Thank you, Mag. How are you? I'm doing very well. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Hope you're well too. Dave says, I'm now laughing and yet so angry. Dave said, I watched Prof play this game. Yeah, I think this is here you go. When you need a little bit of time off Baldur's Gate 3, delve into this.
Leave my addiction behind.
And it also begins with B, so you can pretend it's Baldur's Gate.
True. I could act like I'm in it.
Yeah. Folks, get your scores in the chat if you want to guess what this is. Dave Johnson says 8. Flame says a 7. I saw that pop up in chat a second ago. Dave, what say you?
I'm going to go for an 8.
Go for an 8. Ooh. Okay. Folks, Bullion begins with B. Where you can play Bullion. We're really leaning hard into Bullion here.
That's actually so good. You guys, is it on Steam though? Is his game on Steam?
Oh yeah. Steam and Switch. Yes.
I have to write this down.
Write it down.
Type it up.
Type it up. Send a report. File it. He says I'm shameless. Yes, but there you go. Carly says a 7 for this one. Folks, last chance. This is Bloomtown, a different story, which came out last Tuesday on PC, PS4, 5, Xbox Series X, S1, and Switch. Icar says, doesn't look like my kind of thing, but I could see this being popular. I'm going for an 8 out of 10. Okay. Well, I can tell you that this has fared better than our first game this evening because this, indeed, got a 7.5 out of 10.
Oh!
There you go. Yes. Our guest. First one for our guest.
That might actually be the first one I've ever had. maybe.
No, you must have got some right on this show.
Yeah,
I think so.
I'm sure you have. Do you know what? We're just going to say you
I
have.
don't think so. Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
like you on the show. So we're
I
just
like
gonna
that. I like that. Yeah. I usually get it right almost every time. And
Yeah,
that's
well,
what it
every
is.
time. Even the last
Every
one. you got
time,
right.
actually. Yeah, the last one I messaged it to Dave to
Yeah.
say his, and then I said
Yeah.
mine.
Switcheroo. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Well done, Ben. You got see. Ben says he never gets them right, and he got it right.
Yes.
There you go. I now have 100k channel points. How many sing modes can I claim in one stream? One. But you can't even do it on this stream because we don't do sing mode. So there you go. Congratulations to everyone that got that right. Well done. You got 7.5. But do go follow our guest who got that right on all the socials, which are I pressed the wrong button there. All these socials. Go
Thank
follow
you
her.
so much.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All the
man.
socials. All of them.
All of them.
Ever that existed.
All or nothing.
Yes. There's another phrase there, but I'm not going to say it because then there'll be more innuendo, and I want to try and lead away from that after this time. Do you know what? Should I just say it? Because the way this is
Yeah,
going.
we like innuendo.
All right.
Yeah,
I was going to say go all or go hard. That just no. See, not good.
Go hard.
Just say it, Mag. Yeah, I know. There you go. Well done. You heard it here first. Professor Stalke colludes with Dave and me in order to undermine the Gremlin. Dave, you're such a fucker. You really are. Anyway, let's move on to a news story. So, right after last week's show, it was the Sony State of Play. And there was a number of things that were announced. One actually got leaked before the show. So people had seen that accidentally the PS Store had listed Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaper 1 and 2 remasters, which were then announced in the State of Play. So then PS Store went, whoops, we shouldn't have announced them yet, and took them off the store quite quickly.
Gosh, are you serious?
Which was a bit of a cock up on their part. But it's Aspire that's going to be doing the remake, and they're due to come out on December the 10th. So what we're going to do, we are going to show you, I'm going to put this on now, and this was everything from the State of Play. Now we'll talk over the top of this. So new Astro Bot levels, free of charge, which I can't wait.
Oh yeah, more Astro is always welcome.
Yes.
Such a good game.
Helldivers 2 by the looks of it. Helldivers 2 theme
Ooh.
Astro Bot.
And Stellar Blade as well there.
Yeah.
And some more that haven't shown us yet. This looked really
Oh my
interesting. This is they've done claymation for this.
Yeah.
I think this was Midnight Walk.
Really?
Looks really cool.
Did they CGI or did they actually? Is it actually claymation?
I think it's actually claymation.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Gotta respect that.
Yeah. And this was Hell Is Us.
Yes.
Right, which looked like quite an interesting looking third person
cool.
action.
It's like a modern Souls-like, in it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Looks nice.
Hey Zux, how you doing? I do remember you. How you doing? Long time no see.
Oh, not the creepy face.
We got some VR stuff, and it was quite modest. Spy behind it does make it seems to be hit and miss in terms of remasters.
Oh, I think this was Metro that's going
Oh
on.
yeah, the Metro VR.
And two other VRs, which I'm looking forward to because it looks really cool.
Yeah.
Anything like Half-Life Alyx, it should be a good VR title.
Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this?
What was this one? I'm trying to remember what the
This
title
looks,
was.
yeah. Oh, I hope it's what I think it is. We'll see. Oh, it isn't, but it still looks really good.
Archage Chronicles. There you go.
Ooh.
Mag isn't that creepy, Prof. That's not fair. Okay, maybe his. Thanks.
What?
Oh, and then here's Power World coming to PlayStation.
Oh yeah, Power World's coming
just in time to get sued by Nintendo.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, just in time for the lawsuit. So they've got to make more money. Power World comes to
Pay for their lawyers.
Oh, that's right. There's like a whole. They've gathered their stuff together. I don't know what's going on with that.
How you doing, Zux? Great to see you again. It's been a long, long time.
I think this was the Lunar Remastered Collection.
That looks so cute.
Addicted to Power World, Carly says. No such thing as bad publicity. Very true. There you go. I love the dice game. Here we go. More characters for the Shredder's Revenge, which came out 2 summers ago.
Oh, that's cool.
I just want them to do some proper DLC for it, though. They just keep adding characters, which is fine.
Yeah, there's only so many times you're going to play through it, isn't there? Really? Put some new levels in, then yeah, I'll probably play it again.
Ooh.
Turn-based RPG.
Oh.
That comes out December.
That's a nice one.
Oh, this was Dragon Age, wasn't it? The Valguard.
Oh, yeah. Which is literally out
Show
at the end.
section in that.
That's out in 30 days.
Oh.
30 days. Here you go.
Holy. Oh. Oh, dear.
Oh, the Alan Wake DLC.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this will be a bit more substantial than the previous one. Because whilst I enjoyed it, it was a little bit...
Yeah, it was a bit of a kitsch thing, the last one. Yeah. I'm hoping this is going to link Control to this because it's to do with the people from that. So hopefully it'll be linked.
Fingers crossed. And this is Hitman VR.
Yeah, which had a bit of a shit release. It came out and nobody knew it had come out.
Yeah, well,
it actually came out nearly 2 weeks ago.
There was a version that came out for the Meta headsets with a slightly different art style.
Yeah.
This looks like a more normal art style. So I think they're just improving the standard game. So hopefully that'll be better. Because the Meta Quest one will be very good. Oh, this is the Legacy of Kain.
This is the Legacy of Kain.
Oh, it's giving me Fable vibes. Well, the art style.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh god.
There you go. 1 and 2. That's out December the 10th.
I'll try that.
There we go.
Oh dear. I'm kind of glad the sound isn't on because I just.
I'd be like, ah.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the survival horror titles that Blumhouse is making. I can't.
The Spotlight.
I remember the title.
That's literally out. Lego Fortnite gets split screen update.
Oh, have you guys tried Lego Fortnite? I haven't played it.
No,
I think it's played for about half an hour. It seemed perfectly good for what it was. It's not really my thing to carry on.
Yeah.
But
I can't believe that's been out nearly a year.
Wow.
So.
Oh, I think this is Dynasty Warriors Origins.
Right, yeah.
Ooh,
you against 1,000 million people.
Yeah, that's it. Fight thousands of people at once.
Whoa.
And obviously, there was one big game that no one was expecting, which we'll see at the end. Boo, Fortnite.
Oh, that looks cool.
January 17th.
Oh, wow. There's such good games coming out.
This is Monster Hunter Wilds, I believe.
Yes.
Which is looking good. I've never played a Monster Hunter game. Never been that interested.
Yeah. I got confused. I thought this had already been out, but I got confused that, no, this is the new one that got mentioned earlier in the year. So...
Yeah, I think, February next year.
Yeah, February next year.
February is looking to be a pretty stacked month at the moment for big games.
Yeah, can't wait for Monster Hunter. Gozzo says can't wait for Monster Hunter.
So good.
I give the MetaQuest a go at format. It was pretty good fun. My mate, we've actually bought one on sale over the weekend. Oh, nice. Okay.
So you can do this single player, but it's also multiplayer, isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, this is the
Lego Horizon Dawn. Now, this finally got a release date, didn't it? Because this is due out before Christmas.
November 14th.
November 14th. There you go.
Ooh.
And then, as we talked about last week on the show, there was rumours that Horizon was going to be remastered. And they literally did it an hour after we talked about it. Which is nuts.
Wow.
And the one thing I was glad to see, they are redoing some of the motion capture for the conversations because they always looked a bit shit originally, so that'll at least improve.
Yeah,
it does look like nice graphics wise. I always find with these sort of reveals, I always think it looks no different because I remember it through rose tinted glasses, but then I look at the comparisons. Yeah, it does look better. Old one still looks good. But...
updates for Stellar Blade, which I really liked, but just seemed to not get liked as much. And they're doing a Nier Automata crossover with it, which is quite cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Some more controller colours.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Okay.
Oh, I wish I could get a green PS5. Like that looks like that. Oh, can you?
Yeah, you can get the plates.
Oh, that would be pretty sweet.
There
Oh, I
you go.
guess you can get those covers, right? I think
Yeah,
some
you
people
can.
have like, yeah.
And then
This is the PS5 Pro section, isn't it? Where
yeah,
it
this
doesn't
is
look
all the
any
games
different
that
than
have
the
been
original game
upgraded.
because you've got no comparison of what the
Yeah.
original looks like. So it's a
Mhm.
useless trailer they're showing.
I thought it was quite funny. Yeah,
They just can't seem to advertise it very well. If you
Yeah.
actually want to see how better some of the games look, go look at Digital Foundry's videos that actually show you properly.
Mm.
Ooh, that's a
They do
good
look
idea.
better. Not £700 better. But they do look nice.
And this was the big final game, wasn't it?
What
That
is
not a lot
that?
of people were expecting.
Oh.
You're not expecting to be
Oh.
a slightly different title
Oh!
either, were they?
Yeah. £10 upgrade option, as bad as I feared in terms of getting new version. I know, yeah, it's £10 to upgrade if you've already got it. But we'll talk about that because they did something very underhanded, which I wasn't happy about.
Oh,
We'll
yes.
talk
Yes,
about that
I was
later.
referring to.
Mm.
Oh, this is so cool. I love the wind and the I
Yeah.
just if that's in the gameplay, like that would just be gorgeous.
Yeah, it will because they used it in the original game. Used the
Oh,
wind to
really?
guide you to
Oh.
your
There you go.
destinations instead of like putting map markers on. They use the wind to guide, which is really cool.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's so pretty. I gotta try this. I gotta
There you
try
go.
this
That
one.
comes out next
It
year. The
looks so good.
official sequel to Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah,
So
Oh, I
Ghost
gotta
I
of
try
think
this
it's
one.
set like in the 16th century, so hundreds of years after the previous game, which is why it's a different title, different protagonist.
Mm.
But
So
hopefully
cool.
it'll be good. I mean, it certainly looks good on the trailer. So
I'd
fingers
say
crossed it can live
for a
up to
state
the
of play
original.
compared to
Looks
some that we've
gorgeous.
had this year, it was better, but it certainly wasn't like
I thought it started strong, then I was getting a little bit bored towards the end until the
Yeah.
ghosts of was it Yokai?
Yeah.
Yotai came up.
yeah. Iquel said that thought that was the point where he fell asleep. So yeah,
Mm.
he missed that. But generally some good stuff, and then obviously some stuff that I know they kind of made it look like, oh, we announced it first, but it's still going to be on everything else,
Oh,
like the Fortnite stuff, and obviously Alan Wake 2 and all that. But yeah, but no, generally I thought it was better than what we've had.
Yeah. That was a good lineup.
Oh yeah, I saw that got announced today, but I'll be honest, that game's dead. So I'm probably never going to go back to. I didn't even play season 2 because it was so dead.
I don't think you're missing much the way it
No.
sounds.
Wow,
Yeah,
I haven't heard of it in a while.
Yeah, I honestly can't see them carrying it out for another 25 seasons like they've planned. Because
No, they've announced 4 seasons. They'll get
Yeah.
through that.
I think
Turn
they'll
it
shut
off.
it down after that.
Oh, they
There you
definitely
go.
will. I think they've got a
Mhm.
skeleton crew just keeping it going at the moment.
Yeah, but there
Oh,
you go.
really?
Literally.
Yeah, it's what all the reports say, just like a small number of people just to keep these little content
Yeah.
updates going
Oh,
until they've got them all
wow.
out, and then that'll be it, I think, because
Yeah.
no one's
Wow.
playing it.
No, no one's
didn't-
playing
Yeah.
didn't
I
do
don't see.
very high on
Oh,
Steam
a
when it
month
originally came
after.
out. It's
Yeah.
not worth spending the money on
Yeah.
from their point of view to continue it.
No.
They're
It
never
must
going
be
to make
such a
its money back.
shame. It must be so sad as I mean, that just must be sad. You know what I mean? When just big projects like that don't work out. It's like,
There you go. 300 concurrent players apparently at the moment. So yeah.
no
Game world.
way.
But anyway,
Oh, that's
we'll
brutal.
move on. We've talked about enough of Suicide Squad on this show this year. I've had my feelings about that. So yeah,
Oh.
won't be in any game of the year list, I'll tell you that. Let's move on with some more games. This also came out last Tuesday on PC, PS4, 5, Xbox Series XS, 1, and Nintendo Switch. And this one is called Beyond Galaxyland. Let's have a look at this.
Embark on a planet-hopping adventure like no other. From humble beginnings to cataclysmic conclusion, the wonders of Galaxyland await. Explore a cosmic cluster of planets teeming with friend and foe alike. Engage in tactical turn-based combat alongside your ragtag crew of misfits. Collect bizarre alien creatures ready to unleash upon your unsuspecting opponents. Challenge the universe's most wanted in epic boss battle events. Shaping up to be an essential RPG. A perfect fusion of action, exploration, and art. Stands toe-to-toe with the RPGs we love. Will you solve the mind-bending mystery at the heart of the galaxy and save planet Earth before the end comes for us all? Buckle up for the interstellar journey of a lifetime. Boldly go beyond Galaxyland. Out now.
PlayStation.
There you go. PlayStation noise as we're going to carry on that theme. PlayStation. What do you think the person who says that sounds like they're bummed up? They've got a really bad cold. PlayStation. There you go.
Why did that sound French the first time you said it?
Oh, PlayStation.
They should get used to the new PlayStation noise, shouldn't they?
I'll just do it. I'll do them for all the different countries. I'll do it
a
for all of them.
selection of our favourite.
Selection. Yeah, pick your favourite. There you go. I quite like the look of this one. The three things we've had so far, this is the one that just, there you go. Mag just alienates an entire culture, but it's the French, so it's fine. Yes, it is.
You know, Meg, listen.
I know you're French Canadian, so I'm going to get this in the neck now.
I got to go, you guys. I'm like, I don't know. It's like.
It was great to have you on the show. Thank you to our guest, Professor Stalke, we've never seen again. She's like, I'm off to that gaming convention to get Mag cancelled.
That's all I'll do is just talk about you. I'll have like your whole channel up. I'll just talk about why you shouldn't follow him.
Dave said, we've annoyed Professor Stalke. I blame Dave.
Oh, wait a second.
That was a turn of events. That didn't go the way I thought it was going to go.
I wasn't expecting that either.
I know. Maybe it was a typo. Maybe it was a typo.
There you go. Yeah. Dave looks very similar to Mag. It's got 4 letters. It's got an A in it. Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
The keys is a different spot on the keyboard. I don't know. I got it so wrong.
Always bringing the chaos. There you go. Top 10 anime betrayals. Dave, tell us more about this game.
Yes, this is a little pixel art RPG. I describe it as a 2.5 D RPG because you can move your character into like the foreground, background, certain bits you're exploring. These planets you're jumping around. But it looks like your character kind of gets sort of pulled into this strange galaxy, ends up on a space adventure trying to save planet Earth. And it looks like on the way you're going to recruit various people into your party, including your pet hamster, I think it is, who builds a couple of pistols. So you got a pistol chasing a hamster with you. For whatever reason, just looks quite cool. There's other people to find to team up with to take on some pretty cool looking bosses. Well, I quite like the look of this. It looks like a really good sort of sci-fi style they've gone for. The pixel art, I think, really melds well with it. So it looks like a pretty good RPG. I'd probably play this one over the previous one that we just looked at, just because I prefer the art style to this.
Same.
Good.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, Professor?
Oh, it looks so good. I agree. I would play it. I would play it for sure. Like, actually, out of all of the games listed, if that one had the music that was in the actual trailer, like, because even there's one point when there's like kind of some ethereal sci-fi music going on. It's like, oh, if that music is in that game, there's no way I'm not going to try it. But also, like, the point of, I don't know if you guys have played Tangled, or no, not Tangled, Unraveled, maybe?
Yes. Yeah.
Unraveled. I always call it Tangled. Where like the point of view kind of just changes all of a sudden, and it's like different. And I just saw that in this game, and I was like, "That's so cool! That's so cool!" Totally gonna try this.
I think this is gonna be cool. I like this. I like this one. Let's see what we've got. Who's been getting scores in already? Manic said 7 narrator voices out of 10. Danka says I'm really liking this. Going to go 8 out of 10. Ben says 6.5, so he's not in love with this one. Gozzo says an 8 out of 10. Hello, John Unicycle. Good to see you. Chat, get your scores in now. Let us know what you think of this game. Dave, we'll start with you. What do you reckon?
I'm going to go for an 8.
Go for an 8 on this one. Flame says 7.5. John Unicycle says, I'm still in the office, but worried I won't be able to pop in if I wait till I get home. Well, thank you. Appreciate you watching. Because you can remember, it's always good to lurk at work. I haven't said that in a long time, but there you go. Professor, your score?
Ooh, I would go with an 8 or 8.5, but I'm going to go with a 7 because I don't know why I feel like it's going to be lower than I think it should be.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd go higher. We'll see.
Going for a 7. Look at work. Yes, Dan. Anybody else? Flame says a 7.5. Anybody else, folks? Last chance. iQual says a 7.5. This is Beyond Galaxy Land, which came out last Tuesday on PC, PS4, 5, Xbox Series X, S1, and Nintendo Switch. Look at work.
Look at
work. Yeah. M says a 7. I don't know what I was trying to do there. How £7 to buy? £10. Thank you. I'm buying it.
What is
for launch? 20% off until the 8th of October on the Steam page.
Yeah. There you go.
£10. You can't really go wrong for that, can you?
No.
I wonder what that is in Canadian.
I
have no idea. $15?
Probably about that. Not far off.
Yeah.
$13.50. I don't know.
I'm actually curious now.
Do you know what? If that is right, I'll be stunned and amazed if that's actually right. But there you go. All right, folks. Let's have a look. Mag now offends the Canadians. Well, I've offended everyone else, so I might as well just keep going, mightn't I? Been spending too much time in Liverpool the way you said that, Mags. Work. No, I've just offended everyone from Liverpool. Fantastic. I'm on a fucking roll there.
It should be about 18 Canadian dollars, just about.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that crazy? That's like double.
Yeah.
Why is our dollar so sad right now?
Wow. How to insult Canada even more? Remind me not to go there because it cost me a fortune.
No, for real. For real though. It's like even like going to the States, it's like I have to remember that everything there is in US. And so it's gonna be, I have to remember what the conversion is so I don't spend too much.
Oh.
Gotta be careful.
You've got this.
Yeah, you got
it. He says, I'm keeping a list. Quick, Mag, offend Dave. Host Dave, not me. Oh, I was going to say balls to you, Dave Johnson. Sorry. I got that out first.
Let's go with that one anyway.
Yeah. Well, I could tell you that this, so far, is our high scoring game of the night because this did get an 8 out of 10.
Whoa! Oh!
There you go. John Unicycle says it's not even the Canadian dollar, but Canada is just charged more for the same things we get in the States for literally no reason. I'm highly offended, Dave Johnson quitting protest to protect my honor. Yeah. There you go. Well done to everyone who got it right. I can't remember who got it right now. We were talking so much about conversion rates. I've just forgotten. Dave, did Dave get it right?
Yeah, Dave.
I did say an ace.
Yay! Dave got one right. There you go.
Actually,
Professor Stalke got it right because she said if she went with her gut, it would be an 8, but she picked a 7. So if the mods are feeling kind and want to drop her socials in chat, I will take a blind eye.
They can do it while you're spinning. You won't see.
Yeah. So Dave, how do you want yours, mate? Exclamation Dave in chat, by the way.
Do a bit of spinning.
Oh look, what's this? Whoops. Right, we'll do two for one sale. Follow all those while I go. Dave!
Very nice.
That's actually really impressive. Like, there's no way I could do more than like a 360. I feel like that. Like,
He's been building up his tolerance for years.
I know it's been going really well. I'm now up to 12.5 revolutions. Next year, 13. Yeah.
Wait, 12 spins?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I think you should show her, prove it.
We'll do it if you get another one. If you get another one right, we'll build it up because that was free.
Okay.
Yeah. A full 1080 over there. There you go. That is his record. Yes, it is. It's my record.
That's crazy.
Ben says you need to join in too. Does your chair spin?
Oh my God. It is not.
No, don't. No injuries on this show. Only me. I'm only allowed to injure myself.
No, my kids and I have hurt ourselves a lot on this chair.
Do not.
Stable. It's not stable. It's not doing good.
That's what Dave also said to me. It's not stable. So there you go. There you go. Let's move on to our next game. This came out last Wednesday on PS4, 5, Xbox Series X, S1, PC, and Switch. And there's probably going to be innuendo in this because this is Iron Meat.
The meat has been released. Two-player couch co-op. Multi-phase boss fights. Unlockable skins and achievements. Iron Meat is out now.
So get off your feet and go buy Iron Meat. There you go. It's Breezy. Thank you so much for the follow while that trailer was rolling. Greatly appreciate it. Another one of the Professor Stalke clan is here, which is awesome. Defeat the meat.
Not release. Yeah. Don't release it. Defeat it.
And if you complete the game, you'll beat your meat. Sorry. Look, we've set the tone for the rest of this show, so we might as well go that route.
The tone is always low, isn't it?
Yeah, the tone's always low. It's never going to get any higher. Danke says that really slaps. I'm so clipping that. Do it. God. Dave, tell us more about this game. It's got more innuendo than gunfire.
Well, this is your classic run and gun actioner. It's basically just the old Contra games. If you remember like especially Contra 3 on the SNES, just kind of looks and plays exactly like that. Just that fast-paced, run and gunner. Looks pretty good. This one's got some loose story where I think it's some biomechanical mass has taken over what the world called. It's called the meat. You just got to beat it.
Got to beat that meat.
That's it. That's the point of the game. Beat the meat.
You know, it's Contra with a Duke Nukem sense of humour. It's been doing really well too, apparently, says your new cycle. We'll have a look at some scores. But before we do, Professor, would you play this?
Oh, yeah. Especially if it was multiplayer.
Yeah, it is. Couch co-op, so you and a friend can beat the meat together, sitting next to each other.
I was going to say that, like, I might not have enough experience to, like, like maybe.
You probably have plenty by the end of this.
Hey, you're flying over to Sophie's later. It's going to be fine.
This is better with two. It's better with two.
As I've been told from experience, yes.
I've been from a friend.
From a friend.
Yeah.
There you go. I'm getting a crap ton of YouTubers covering it and praising it. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Cool. What's happening here? Beat your meat on your mag. We can all beat our meats together. It just sounds so fucking.
This is why we're really here. This is why.
God. Welcome to the Beat Your Meat Olympics.
Okay.
Johnson.
Okay, but that would actually be a popular show, though. Like,
Probably would.
I just feel like if it was an actual competition. But what would the competition be? Like, what would
It should be like giant pieces of
What?
steak that people hitting with a large hammer. There'd be no point to it, but people would watch it.
Yeah.
Anyway, scores, folks. Ben says an 8. Gozzo says an 8, but then changed his mind to 8.5.
Oh.
Mike says 8 meat slapping out of 10. M says 7.5. John Unisaga says 8.5. Mike says 7. Flame says 8. Iquel says 8.5. Oh, man, it's changed his mind. 8 for nappening out of 10. Bank buns out of 10. Give 10. I give it 10. Wait, not what I meant.
I get it.
I give 10.
Wow, that's pretty
David
crazy.
said, me spitting out with laughter whilst chewing a burger, no joke. I got meat under my cakey. It's the unlockable skins that you gain while beating the meat that concern me. John Unicycle says, just remember you're not on headphones in the office. Hi to the rest of the office. I hope that you're beating your meat as well. Most people have left now. Nearly everyone has probably left now.
They left to go to HR. Logic and
Yes. Mike says, do you think this game will come first tonight? Well, we shall see. Professor, what do you reckon this got?
I think it got. I'm just gonna go with 7.
With a 7.
I'm just gonna go with 7.
It's got to the point where we just don't care about the scores. We've killed her. Yes. We broke.
Oh my god. Yeah, 7.
Do you believe that every time we do the show with profits like this, every time, not necessarily innuendo, I can't even say it.
It's always about meat.
It's always about meat. Yes. Big Fuzzy Panda, hello. My ears were burning and I came to the stream. Where's the bukkake? How are you, Fuzzy Panda? How are you? Oh, my life. And it's always Mag who starts it. True story. Okay, Dave, your score.
I'm going to go for 8 beaten meats out of 10.
8 beaten meats out of 10. Last chance, folks. This is Iron Meat, which came out last Wednesday on PS4, 5, Xbox Series XS, 1, PC, and Switch. And if there are no more scores in the chat, I can tell you. I know, even Dave's doing it. To be fair, I love the old Contra games. I think if you love the old Contra games, you're going to love this because our last game was the highest scoring game of the night until we started beating our meat because this got 8.5 out of 10.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Proving that beating your meat does well.
Imagine.
Oh, dear.
We know that, it's still a lot more gamer guys.
Yeah, a lot more gamer guys. For that option. I'll buy some Iron Meat tonight. I hear they're absent for that. 0.5 off. That score was a right climax. Well done, everyone. I need a cigarette. Good coverage. Well done, everyone who got it right. We shall move on to more serious things just for a moment. So a couple of things that were announced last week. I think it was announced on the Wednesday. It was announced that Assassin's Creed Shadows, the new game that was due to come out in November by Ubisoft, has been postponed until Valentine's Day, because you know what people like on Valentine's Day? They like going around, sneaking around in bushes and stuff to death. Actually, there's
nothing wrong with that, is there?
Literally all the...
Yeah. How to show someone you care. Fine. So it means the game is now not out next month. It means we've got to wait until February. But what's interesting is not only did Ubisoft delay the game to say, look, we want to get it right, we want to polish this up, we want to get it sorted, but they've also dropped out of some shows. So obviously we had the Tokyo Game Show and they pulled the booth from that show. so you couldn't play the game at all. And literally in 2 weeks' time, you were supposed to be able to play Assassin's Creed Shadows at EGX in London, which is in about 2 weeks' time. And the next day, ironically, it was the only game announced for EGX at the time. They have announced some more games. None of it new, which I think is hilarious. They had to put a statement out saying that Ubisoft were pulling out of EGX as well, which means that the only big game that EGX had to offer for us in the UK, they now haven't got, which is not, I'm going to state this, I know I bash EGX all the time, but it's not EGX's fault. It was Ubisoft that decided to do that, so they had to put the statement out and say, look, this game ain't going to be there. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit annoyed because it was the one thing I was looking forward to about that event. Because the rest of that event looks shit. But then it means, yeah, I've got to wait till February now. So there you go. So I'm a bit annoyed. But I mean, I think, I don't know. I was expecting quite great things from this game. And seeing as the Star Wars Outlaws, I'm very much enjoying, but it never quite hit the dizzy heights that I was hoping it was going to hit.
Which I think is quite a problem because that hasn't done, as well as they were hoping. I don't know what their expectations are because these companies never say. They always say something hasn't met them. I think it's still sold over 1 million copies, but probably because it's Star Wars. I'm expecting shitloads.
Oh yeah, millions.
But it did have quite a lack of polish when it first came out, especially if you brought like early access, the early access version. I think especially on PS5 there was some progress, blocking bug in the PS5 ones. So a load of people had to start a new save, which is very annoying if you put tens of hours into it.
That's
you're
big.
really pissed off with that.
That's really big.
It's bits like that I think they're trying to avoid with the next Assassin's Creed. Try and polish it, keep it to a minimum. There'll still be some bugs in it, but you just don't want any major show-stopping ones that people can really point at and turn into memes online and really sort of drag using to drag its name down even further.
Was it Valhalla you said that had that glitch? Or
no, it was Outlaws had that glitch.
Outlaws. Oh, okay. I thought you meant an Assassin's Creed. Okay.
No.
I was like, whoa, that's surprising. Less surprising than Star Wars because I've played a lot, quite a few Star Wars games, and all of them, even though it was years and years ago or decades ago that I played it, they always had the most random glitches, ever. It's just suddenly you're floating, walking. It's just it's nice.
The thing is, though, if you're a game dev, you could lie and just go, "It's all right. It's just the Force." Floating across the screen, it's fine. It's the Force.
That's true. Just going up.
Get away with it.
It's fine. That's true. It's true.
No, Manic. There is not. I've not heard of it. He always comes up with these really obscure games I've never heard of. But one day I will do a news story on one of the games that he says, just by pure luck. All right, I'm heading home. Hopefully you still be on. No worries, Drawn Unicycle. Safe journey. We'll see you. Oops. See you soon. Oh, that jumped terribly. There you go. See you in a bit. We'll see you in a bit. There you go. Let's move on to our next game. Now, going from beating meat to beating your best lap time in the 1970s. This is came out last Thursday on PC. A bit of management sim in this respect to this one. This is, check this out, Golden Lap. Let's have a look at this. I'm sure there's going to be some jokes here.
In the 70s, racing was raw, ruthless, and unforgiving.
On a fateful Sunday, disaster hit, changing our lives forever. Our leader was broken, the team crumbling. In the chaos, I took a leap of faith and rose to lead. Every move was a calculated risk. We mastered the circuits where danger waited at every turn. The right team, the perfect machine. It was a race against fate. We tuned every part, every detail, chasing the elusive golden tune. Pushing the limits and defying the odds. Finally, together, we tasted victory. The race is never over. Now, it's your turn to lead your team to glory.
There you go. pretty straightforward, not going to lie. Dave just said, I was looking into showcasing MAG at EGX. They wanted 3p. I told them, MAG, I hadn't fucking paid me yet, so I couldn't afford it. So that's for I'm not being showcased at EGX. There you go. I recognise that voice. He says, where have I heard that before? Probably. So, Dave, yes, people are saying this looks like a 1970s Formula One simulator.
Yeah, that's right. It's set in that golden age of Formula One. So yeah, it's just you've got to manage your own team. But perfectly decent looking management sim. It's gone for a really sort of minimalistic look though. So
Yeah.
you're not watching actual cars on track. You are just watching like little numbers go round.
Oh,
But it's just the way they've sort of designed it. It's such a sort of clean looking interface. You've got all the information that you actually need there on screens for you to make your decisions. You can choose what tires and stuff to switch to when your driver goes into the pits. But various like options like that. But I think it looks pretty decent. If you're looking for a management sim, you don't need tons of flashy graphics. This looks pretty decent. It just gives you everything you need there. Nice, clean, simple looking interface. Looks quite cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. Not my kind of game though. I'm going to state that right now. Professor, would you try this? By what you just saw?
Maybe if after all of that, I could see like a really cool race.
Yeah.
But the fact that you just said that like you don't even really see a race, you see like all of them and like you see the race, but not really. That kind of put me off a little. I feel like I need a little more drama.
I know. Can I also ask another question? Could you do that noise again you did at the start before you said that?
Me?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Because that was almost like a race, like, and then you were off and you gave your answer. There you go.
I don't even remember doing
So it's fine. You can watch it back on there. You can watch it back on catch up while you're on your plane. So you're going
right. I was like, I see what I was doing, but I didn't.
Yeah, you were thinking about it, and then there you go. It's cool. Some people have already put some scores in. Manic says 7. 7 Lewis Hamiltons out of 10. Dave says 7 as well. M says 6.5. Iqua said, I missed the trailer and the name of the game, so I'm going with a 7. Got no idea. Danka says, management sim put me off slightly, but it feels like an 8. Flame says a 7. Professor, we'll start with you on this one. What do you reckon this got?
Oh, God. I'm going to say, I mean, there's no reason for it to be really low if people like what but that's hard. I'm going to go 6.5.
6.5, which is exactly what Ben's just gone for. 6.5.
Ben?
Manic said Professor has become the Formula car. Yes. Dave, what do you reckon?
I'm going to go for 7.5.
7.5. Okay. Gozzo says an 8. Any more scores, folks? This is Golden Lap, which came out last Thursday on PC. And if there's no one else, I could tell you this, as I try and find the button, got a very reputable 8 out of 10.
Shoot. Okay.
So there you go. So for all you management sim fans, this might be one to try out. It got very, very, very good reviews. So go check it out. So there you go. 8. Wow, says Manic. Yep, 8 out of 10 on average.
Impressive.
Very
Almost
impressive.
Makes me want to look at it.
So you go. Congratulations to everyone who got it right. And don't forget, all those that have got it right, their links are being put into chat as well. Not only our guests and Dave, etc. But please do give them a follow. They take the time to watch our show. So please do give them a follow back and watch some of their shows as well. Gozzo says, hang on, there's a couple of comments I just missed there. Hang on, where's it gone? Here you go. I like F1, the classic, much better than crap hybrid ones. There you go. I tried a management sim called Magament 2024. Couldn't play it. Buggy mess. Doesn't. It was stuck in beta testing for about 50 years.
I thought it was still in alpha, to be quite fair.
Yeah, probably is.
Oh man, I can relate to that.
You're probably gonna have more people played Concord than play my management sim. Meat testing simulator. There you go.
Meat testing.
You have to patch it with alcohol. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that fixes the bugs. There you go. Let's move on to something else. Now, last week we had a retro game. There's been a couple of things. We saw that we had the new DLC for Shredder's Revenge with the new characters. Last week we had the Karate Kid game, which didn't fare very well on this show. But another classic cartoon, which has now been turned into a side-scrolling beat-em-up. Let's check this out. This came out last Thursday on PC, PS4, 5, Switch, Xbox Series X and One. And this is G.I. Joe, the Wrath of Cobra. Let's have a look at the trailer now. There you go. So last week, everyone was saying, "Oh, Karate Kid game looks really good," but then got really average reviews. But this also looks really good. But I say this looks like this offers a lot more than last week's game. So I'm wondering if this will do better. Tell us a little bit more about this one, Dave.
Yeah, well, this is taking the classic G.I. Joe cartoon, bringing those characters into a pixel art side-scrolling beat-em-up, which looks all right. I quite like the pixel art style. Yeah, it looks like it's in keeping with the the cartoons aesthetic pretty well. You get to play as a number of the the heroes from the show, like Duke and Snake Eyes, fighting against the general Cobra enemies you remember from the show, and it's the usual sort of thing. Cobra up to no good. It's up to the G.I. Joe guys to try and stop them. It looks like it's got, as you say, a number of different modes, as well as your standard story mode. You can see quite a few other options. I can't remember if the Karate Kid had much more to it. After the story mode, it looks like it's got a little bit more to sort of keep you going. I think it's still got a few sort of bugs and control issues from what I was reading. I can remember one of the reviews that I looked at showed a few bugs, like say enemies going completely invisible, stuff like that, game freezing up. So I think you might need a patch or two just to sort out those sorts of issues. But at least it isn't priced as high as that Karate Kid one. So I think that's what really put everyone off last week. That just felt overpriced for what it is. This is a bit less at around the sort of 20-ish quid mark. Might still be considered a bit much for this type of game, but this is not as bad.
No.
I don't know. I guess I'd rush out to play this because I've got no nostalgia for G.I. Joe myself.
Yeah.
It wasn't a cartoon I watched back in the day.
Right.
So I think you've got to have nostalgia for these things sometimes. I'll be more inclined to play the Karate Kid one because I like the films.
Yeah.
I'd wait for that to drop down in price and get a few patches to fix that one up.
Okay. Professor Storr, G.I. Joe or not?
You know what? I actually realized it really is. It was a U.S. thing. Like in Canada, we didn't. I honestly never heard of G.I. Joe. I heard of G.I. Joe maybe a couple times, my whole childhood, and people would be like, "You don't know G.I. Joe?" And it's never even seen it. But it looks really fun. The retro thing looks cool, and I like the Sonic kind of music that I'm hearing. Yeah. That looks pretty cool, and obviously pixelated is always. I love that kind of style anyway. But I'm curious about the Karate Kid. Like what? Like I've never even heard of that. There was a game out even.
Yeah, literally came out. Literally, the Karate Kid game came out on the 20th of September.
And it just didn't do well, or
It
like
got 5.5 on average.
a what?
5.5 out of 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
So yeah.
Wow.
Manic says this gets 7 GI Daves out of 10. See, it wasn't called GI Joe over here. It was called Action Man, and then it wasn't until later in the 90s GI Joe then kind of crossed over because it didn't wasn't called Action Man anymore. So it became GI Joe, and then obviously they did the 2 GI Joe films, which we did relatively well over here. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
I just don't know much about GI
No.
Joe people. Yeah.
no, not me neither. But there you go. There you go. All right, let's go for some scores. Obviously, Danka said playing it safe 7. Ben said 7.5. Gozzo said 7. Manic said 7. Correction, 7 action men out of 10, says Manic. There you go, got the UK version. Dave said 6.5. Arquas says I'm going with a 7.5. It's a bit basic. There doesn't seem to be a throw in the game, but inoffensive overall. Flame also saying 7.5. Professor, we'll start with you on this one. What do you reckon this got?
Oh, I'm gonna go 7.
Going for a 7. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dave says Manic has a unique rating system this week. He started it last week. He puts a theme on every game. It was quite funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like it. It's good. Keeps the flow. Keeps the flow. Dave, what say you?
I'm going to go for a 7 as well.
Going for a 7 as well. Okay.
Ooh.
Folks, last chance. This is G.I. Joe, Wrath of Cobra. My little dance moves there. It came out last Thursday on PC, PS4, 5, Switch, Xbox Series X, S, and 1. And I can tell you this has fared a lot better than the Karate Kid game last week because this got 7 out of 10.
Victory!
There you go. So, Professor Stalke, socials are going into chat now. Go follow on everything because she's freaking awesome. Also, we've got loads of people that did guess 7. Manic's like, yes, got 2 right tonight. Good on you, Manic. Let's see who else got this right. Got it right. Danka, well done. Just scrolling down.
Dave.
Yeah, Dave got it right. I actually didn't forget Dave this time, so makes a change for me. So exclamation Dave in chat. And you want more spins, Dave? Because you want to put this.
Yeah, well, you're bigging up the 12.5 that you could do. So
we're going to go. So we did 3.
Oh my god.
So we go 3, right? So we're going to go to 6. And if you get a third one right, we'll go from 6 to 12.
Oh, you're not adding on Dave's the fact that Dave was right. You're not going to spin.
No, I'm doubling it up. I did 3.
Oh.
So now doing 6. So if he gets another one right, I'll do 12.
Oh yes, awesome.
Let's do this. Get the 6 buckets ready, says Ems. You better believe it.
very nice. How you feeling?
That was wonderful. That was good. That was good.
There you go.
I gave you like an endorphin.
I can't see shit. Though. Yeah, endorphins. I might need a new non-client soon. Yes, you can get a new non-client. What you can't see is his little feet going like the clappers below the. Yeah, my feet are going like that, spinning the chair around. So, let's talk about some more PlayStation news.
Oh my god!
Last week on the show, we talked about the fact that the PS5 Pro 30th anniversary edition was basically coming out. Pre-orders were coming out on Friday, and they did, and they literally sold out in seconds. Apparently, there was only 12,300 units made for the whole world. So only 12,300 of these limited edition PS5 Pro 30. So it looks like the PlayStation 1. They've all sold out. Sony tried to basically make sure that it was difficult to get them by only selling it on their store. However, that didn't work because scalpers managed to get them and they were already on sale for more than £5,000 on eBay. Controllers, however, the limited edition controllers are still available and can actually be bought through different retailers. And I think they retail about 70, 80 quid. So those haven't been snapped up. But some people bought the £1,000 bundles, which had the ties, the gimmicks, the controllers, everything. And they've been going on sale for ridiculous prices. Now, the funny thing is, you can pre-order it, but you won't get it for a couple of months yet. So scalpers basically selling these items. Good night, Ben, by the way. Thanks for being here, mate.
Good night, Ben.
Selling these items that they haven't got. So some have taken pictures of their confirmation order to say this is genuine, and some have just got stock footage. I don't recommend buying from any scalpers because you're probably going to get scammed, and they might not have the items in the first place. But do we think that 12,300 units seems? I know they want to do limited edition, but that seems a bit limited edition.
Small. That's like so little.
Yeah.
Like, how do they even benefit from it? You know what I mean? Like, how much is that really benefiting their company? Like, or how expensive are they?
Well, it ranged from between 500 quid and £1,000, depending on what bundle you got.
Wow. So then it would be like 1,800 bucks.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's like more than rent. It's freaking insane. That's great. Yeah, I don't need a house.
Yeah, get a PS5 Pro instead, yeah.
I could have a PS5.
I've got nowhere to plug it in or play it. At least I got one.
I'll just knock on doors.
Yeah, I ain't got electricity. Can't afford that. I ain't got Wi-Fi. Can't connect to anything. Yeah.
Like your little sign where you're like, begging for money on the streets. I can't plug my PS5 Pro in. Please give me some money.
Need money for Wi-Fi.
Yep.
The kids are beside me. I'm like, no, I don't need groceries. It's like, I'm trying to play this game.
It's like handing you like a lettuce or something. I don't want a lettuce. I want Wi-Fi. Dash it out into the street. Yeah, fucking lettuce.
Just mad. Just so mad.
Any other thoughts, people? Because I'm glad it's sold out, but I just get the feeling it's not sold out to the correct people in some ways.
No, I just wish there were systems in place to stop the scalping a bit more.
Yeah.
It'd be quite nice if, like, some of the big auction sites like eBay had like a rule that any new tech cannot be sold until at least 30 days after its like release date. Something like that. I don't know. Could help maybe on put some. But nice there was something to stop it so that people who actually wanted it to just generally use and play with could just get it for the standard price, not try and get charged like $5,000, which I hope no one pays for.
I really hope.
Just please, people have more sense than that. Don't go buy
scalpers with the stock.
Yeah,
they've got to pay off.
I mean, if I was seriously loaded, though,
yeah.
If I was like wiping my tears with money, I would probably buy it. I'm saying.
Sorry, I've put it with my collection of my ever 17 PS5 Pros.
I'm the actual scalper. I'm like, what a piece of shit.
Is that why your background's blurred? Because there's about 20 boxes of PS5.
I just tried to push it back.
She's flying over to the States to do a deal. She can be selling them for millions of pounds. Isn't really going to a game convention.
Yeah.
You've got a truck full of them. Having across the border. That's what it is.
Just don't look at the back. It's fine.
Okay. I nearly choked as well. I was like, Anyway, there you go. So 12,300 PS5 Pro, limited edition PlayStation, all sold out in a matter of seconds. So,
crazy. Crazy.
Let's move on to our last couple of games of the night. Now, a game that I got to stream last night. Did he? Mag. So I spoke to Ed Trotz, who's a friend of the show. He's been on the show. He said to me this morning, I got a phone call, said he was still waiting to find out if he'd made Twitch partner. And he's literally found out at 8:30 today. So literally just over 2 hours ago. He's made Twitch partner. Now, I know he's streaming, so he won't see this. But big up, Ed.
Yeah, good job.
So well done. Now, I know we raided him last night, but we might raid him again just because, why not? Celebration.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Oh, good job, Ed.
Yeah.
Wow, what an accomplishment.
There you
What a
go. Nice
huge
one, Ed.
accomplishment.
Icon said, I assumed that it was blurred out so we couldn't see a piano and focus on that all night. So we had a guest that had a virtual background and he had a piano in the background. Everyone just kept coming out on the piano.
It was a very advanced piano.
Yeah, people were more interested in the piano than what he did. So, you know, that was one of the things.
That's so funny.
I was round his house today, that guy as well. I didn't see a piano, just saying.
That's disappointing.
You're like, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
He's not that special.
That's not his house. Just to clarify, not his house. There you go. Moving on to a game that I played last night and had great fun playing. This harks back to the days of the SNES days of Zelda games. This came out last Thursday on Nintendo Switch. This is Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Let's have a look at the trailer for this.
In a Hyrule, torn asunder, Zelda's sage wisdom is her greatest power in saving her kingdom. Create echoes, imitations of helpful objects, and felled foes. Traverse vast regions, challenge unknown evils, and use your wits to overcome obstacles in a story all her own. The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Available September 26th, only on the Nintendo Switch system. The Nintendo Switch Lite Hyrule Edition system is also available for pre-order and will launch September 26th.
There you go. I will talk about this in a little bit. I'll let Dave do his synopsis first, but I'll give you my thoughts on what I thought last night when playing this. Dave, give us a lowdown on this one.
Yeah, so this one does start off like most Legend of Zelda games, where you are playing as Link. At the start of this one, you're off trying to save Princess Zelda from Ganondorf, which he does, but he then falls through a rift and disappears for I think pretty much the remainder of the game, and you instead get to play as Princess Zelda, who escapes from the place that she's imprisoned, but she gets blamed for causing the rifts that are now plaguing in the land of Hyrule. So she's got to go off on a quest to try and get rid of these rifts, just stop who's originally caused them. And she gets given this special staff to use, which lets you create various objects and enemies that you've come across in the game world. Which looks like a really cool idea. It looks like it's got a bit of like a sort of free-form puzzle solving to it. So it looks like you can use like different things to solve some of the puzzles. Build steps up to like an object using like tables or chairs or beds or whatever that you've got to hand. So it looks quite cool like that. And I like the way they've also kept the same art style they used in Link's Awakening, because that works. Very cool art style they've kept. And I believe in this one as well, it's got some sort of aspects of the map from the original Zelda that was on the SNES, a link to the past. So, like, little callbacks there, and like some of the map design and the layout. Cool. But I think it's nice that you finally get to play as Zelda in like one of the proper games. I think you can play as in like other like really old some titles, like spin-off titles, which is the first
but it's not really
one that I'd say you could really play as it, which looks very cool.
So, Professor, your thoughts on this?
Oh, anything Zelda. I mean, I got. Oh, okay, but I hope that they add some chic things. Like, I guess it wouldn't make sense, right? It wouldn't really make sense for her to be chic, for her to turn into chic on this specific storyline. I feel just due to like. Anyway, it looks really good. I have hopes for the game, but you would know though. You would know though, Meg.
I think I like the way they've done it, because obviously it's an interesting thing but obviously she's not like Link, so she can't wield a sword. There is bits that come later with that, but she can do limited things. So the way they do it is that like this little spirit that's helping her trying to save the world that's slowly disappearing into this void gives her powers to mimic things. So you can mimic abilities. So as it said there, like you look at an object and you can mimic it. So you might see a bed and you think, well, I can't get past this gap. So you can mimic a bed, then put another bed, and put another bed, which makes a bridge. But then thinking, well, how can I do combat? Well, then you can mimic the animals and the monsters and the bad guys. So then they fight for you. So then you can put them up against each other. So you're not really
You don't wield anything.
Sending them out, but you basically don't know where to go. So you are technically in the battle, and I like that because it puts a little spin on it. I didn't mind it. It took a little bit of a while to get used to it, but once I got into it, I kind of liked it. And I think the other thing is, there's no one wrong answer with items. So there might be like a way to go with something, and you go, well, I could make a tree to get up to that, or actually I could use a spider's web to climb up, or I might have a trampoline which will help me bounce. So there's actually multiple ways to get to things. So it's got a very, I always thought A Link to the Past was my favorite Zelda game of all time on the SNES. And it very much feels like that, but then it takes things from Tears of the Kingdom and things from like one of the main, what I call the main role games, like you can pull the items, make items, and you give time to think about how do I get past this? And there's no wrong answer, so you can go off and do what you want. It's almost like they brought the two games together, and that's like perfect for me.
That's cool.
I'm not going to lie, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild are amazing games, but I didn't like the way it just went, off you go. I couldn't get
a bit more structure.
I needed a bit more.
I like a little direction.
Yeah. And this feels like it's got it. So there's there you go. There's a few nods to Ocarina at the time. I'm loving it so far.
Love Ocarina.
So much in queue. I think it's great, honestly, and I will be playing more of this as soon as I've got time to play it.
I gotta watch you. I know. I was so sad I missed it, or I was just like,
I know. So it's on catch up. We'll see whether I do another stream of it. I don't know. I'm not going to fit it in the next month or so because it's crazy. But who knows? Maybe when we've got a lack of games in December, maybe we'll see. But I like it. Folks, let us know what you think the scores are for this. Get your scores in now. Manic says 8 Princess Professor Storks out of 10. Dave, I'll start with you. What do you reckon?
I'm going to go for a 9 for this one.
A 9 out of 10. M says 100.
100.
But we rounds it down to a 9 out of 10. I'm presuming we are talking Zelda, laptop green screened. 8.5 says Danka. Professor, what do you reckon?
Oh yeah, I would rate it pretty high as well. At least 8. I'm gonna go 8.5.
8.5. Gozzo is also saying the same as you. 8.5. Arquel says 9. Flame says 8. So always, yeah.
Lots of Zelda fans in chat.
Well, this could be good, folks. Get your last scores in. This is Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, which came out on the Switch last Thursday. And if there are no more guesses, I can tell you that this is now the highest scoring game of the night because this, on average, got a 9 out of 10.
Whoa, good job,
Nice.
Zelda. Good job.
Get in.
Oh, that's so good.
Very, very good. Very, very good. And it got the.
You rated that? Like, if you wouldn't have known the rating, what would you personally have rated it? Having played in.
Seeing that I've only played a couple of hours, I would have given it an 8 out of 10. But if it's going the way I think it's going, I can see why this got a 9. Because I'm still very early into it. But from the get-go, it would get high marks from me.
Wow. Oh, that's awesome. Zelda's so good.
I know. If I get this finished in time, again, could be a tender for Game of the Year for me.
Ooh.
With a couple of games that I've got, so it could be in the top 5. Could be in the top 5. So we'll see. Dave?
Yep.
You got it right, didn't you?
I did.
Oh, yes, yeah.
That means you got a spin. You said it's going to be 12, didn't you, at the next
right, okay. We'll do this. And then we've got one more game. So 12 spins, and I'm going to literally hit the thing for the next game. Right, here we go. So let's get that ready, because I know I'm going to miss the button. Can we see it? Ready? Get ready, folks. Here goes.
You got
Fucking hell, Dave.
Well, you promised.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. We
you
gotta
said
get
you
these
could
right.
do it.
I did it.
Often,
and here's the
Well
trailer
done,
for the next game. Shadows of Doubt. Everything's shifting to the left. Here goes.
Hello everyone, my name is General Sam, and I am the hired spokesman for Shadows of Doubt. Oh, what's that? Excellent question. Shadows of Doubt is a game where you play as a private detective in a dystopian city. If a murder occurs, it's up to you to solve it. There's hundreds of citizens in this city, each with their own jobs, apartments, and relationships. And any one of them could be the murderer or the next victim. Shadows of Doubt came out of early access today, and I think you should pick it up, because I guarantee you have not played anything like it. Here's some clips showing what other people have gotten up to on Shadows of Doubt.
When you're down on your luck, broke, and your only skill is stalking people, well, the diner, it's always got you covered.
So, you guys know about any murders? There's a murder! I gotta go! Let me scan the bloody hammer. I wonder if this is the murder weapon. Our first case is someone committed suicide with a hammer. Murder case solved. I love this game.
We've got you now. Your web of lies is over. That'll teach you. Oh my god, so much blood. Oh my god, she's naked. Oh no. Oh, the alarm's been sounded because that person I may have beaten up. I'm a vigilante. I cannot be stopped. This was a hard one.
A murder at 1401 Song Suites. Do I leave and investigate the crime scene early? Or do I have breakfast at Tiffany's?
When I do eventually catch the killer, another one simply takes his place. I need to arrest everyone, but presently I am undeniably homeless. So I started by looking at the job listings. Work available, business-related concerns require investigation. That was a disaster, probably because I went to the wrong apartment. Now I can rest easy knowing that the city is safe once and for all.
There you go. June Dog, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. That's now 25 months on the 24-month streak. Hope you're well, June Dog. Great to see you. JL, also hello. He said this is Inspector Gadget, the 8-bit edition. So yes, this is Shadows of Doubt, which came out last Thursday on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. As you saw, a crime thriller game. Dave, tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, it's like a sort of private detective simulator. What it's generally doing, it's using procedural generation to build you up a city with various characters in. All the characters have a schedule and stuff that they do each day. They have a role in the city, but usually one of them ends up getting murdered, and it will change every time because it's doing it procedurally. But it's up to you to go and find all the clues, interview other people in the city to try and track down who killed the person, and try and solve the case. Then once you solved it, you can then get it to generate you a new world, go in and do the same sort of thing. There'll be a slightly different murder, different characters that will sort of mix it all around. So it's got a fair amount of sort of replayability to it. But I think it looks quite cool. I've had it on my Steam wish list for a while, kind of waiting for it to come out of early access. So I'm tempted to have a look at it. I like the graphical style it's gone for, sort of the voxel style graphics. I think they look pretty cool.
Yeah,
so,
I like that.
I like the sound of it. Play as a private detective, sneak around the world, try and solve some murders. Looks pretty good to me.
It's almost like Minecraft Murders in a way, isn't it? It's got that vibe. Yeah. It's really cool. Good evening, Deadly Pilgrim. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Professor, what do you reckon to this?
Oh, it looks awesome. I like the music. It sounds like the Stranger Things.
Yes, it does.
A little bit, right? I really like that. But at the same, so Dave was saying that you have to it's like a replayable thing, so it's not like a campaign. It's just one.
I think there's a murder case that gets generated, and there's a few other little jobs you can do in the city. But then you can generate a new one, and it'll mix things around for you.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's pretty cool. It would be so cool if that was multiplayer as well. But actually, I don't really know how they do multiplayer in that. That would just be fun to do a murder game with friends. But no, I would try it. I would try it. Yeah, for the music. And the pixels.
It looks cool. I would give this a go as well. I like the thought of this and the fact that it's got a lot of replayability, that it will change every time. So especially like playing a game of Cluedo or Clue, innit? Basically, changes every time.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Deadly Pilgrim says, finally recovering from format. What a great 2-day event. It was. I was there for the 3 days, so I'm even more knackered.
Oh, God.
But it was great. It was great. And yeah, superb event. There you go. So folks, get your scores in for this. Let's have a look what people are saying. Danke says I'm going to play it safe with a 7.5. Ems is saying a 7. Gozzo is saying a 7.5. Icor says, I think it's going to be an 8 for this one, I think.
Ooh,
Professor, what do you reckon?
7.5.
7.5. Okay.
Yeah.
Flame says a 7. Deadly Pilgrim says a 7.5. Dave, what I say are you?
I'm going to try a 7.5.
7.5 as well.
We get it. Make spin.
Fucking hell. I am not doing 24 I mean, I might.
We'll
7
if you like.
7 Minecraft Max Pains out of 10. Folks, this is your last chance. This is Shadows of Doubt, which came out on the last Thursday on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S. And if no one else is going to put a score in the chat, I can tell you, that unfortunately I've lost the button that has the score on it.
Oh, wait a second.
I think you should just spin anyway, regardless.
I think yes.
7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
There we go. Spin the other way to try and even yourself out.
Yeah. It's only
We'll do
20.
12 spins that way.
Make it 20.
Make it 20. Fuck right off. So everyone that got 7.5, congratulations. Also, our wonderful guest, Professor Stalke.
Thank you.
All our socials are going to appear. 24 or bust. Bust.
I love how you lifted up your cleavage. Like, yeah.
I didn't wear the bra tonight.
Right, so. I could tell.
Bit saggy. Sorry. Mike says I've got great cities. Thank you, Mike. Well, what are we doing? 24 that way or 12 that way?
Do the opposite. Yeah, do the opposite.
That way. Okay. All right, ready? Exclamation Dave in chat as well. And go follow Professor Stalke on all these. For those who don't know what's going on, Dave doesn't stream, so this is the only way we can give him a shout out. Fuck me, fuck my life. Here we go. Times 12, you bastard.
Good on you. How you feeling now?
Shit. Well, for some reason, I want to go that way, which is weird because I'm spinning that way. I'm going that way.
Oh, man. Imagine if you were hungover and having to do that.
Oh, there'd be vomit all over this camera.
That would be the worst. That
Wouldn't be pretty, would it? You would have covered the camera.
All this equipment would have just exploded with stuff. I think that's Simp. Simp, thank you for the follow. Stalke my queen. There you go.
I love you, beautiful.
Is it Simp? How do you pronounce that? Sorry.
Sinfra.
Sinfra.
Or Marcy.
Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. My apologies, I got your name wrong. Here we go. We got a few little bits to do just before we wrap up the show. So don't worry. It's not the end of the show yet. A couple of things we talked about. Obviously, we were talking about the when I get my balance back. We were talking about the state of play and the fact that last week we said it's highly likely they're going to announce an Horizon Zero Dawn remake, and everyone was like, why? Well, what's interesting is Sony have been Sony, basically, and they announced the remaster and said if you already own the game, it's just $10 or £10 to upgrade to the new version, which sounds fine if you don't already own it. But as it's coming out, literally at the end of October, I believe, not long now, if you wanted to buy the PS4 version, they've doubled it in price. So not only did they take it off PS Plus a couple of months ago, which was an indication that a new version was coming, but literally last week, you could get it for like 20 quid. Now it's going to cost you the equivalent of 40 quid. So they've done it deliberately, which I think is a shitty thing. So people who don't want to buy the new version, they've got to pay nearly double for the old version for the 2017 game.
That's wild.
Obviously, for those that saw, There's also the Lego game that comes out in December, I think. December sometime.
I think it was November, wasn't it? The trailer?
Was it November? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was
Lego
November.
Horizon Dawn. So there's that. But what's interesting is the people that made the Horizon games, it's been stated that everyone's like, oh, well, if they're doing a remaster and we got the sequel in 2022, that must mean we're getting a third game soon. Wrong. They basically stated that they're working on a multiplayer game, Horizon game. And I'm sitting here going, Last of Us multiplayer that got scrapped. Didn't happen. Concord got cancelled after 2 weeks. Why the fuck would anyone want a Horizon multiplayer game? Just make a fucking third game.
Yep, they're going to keep
Am
us
I
waiting,
wrong?
aren't they? No, I'm with you. I'd rather have another single player game.
Yeah,
I mean,
for that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, all the companies are kind of chasing the live service model, aren't they? Because if you hit it big, you can really hit it big and make a fucking fortune off some of the.
Totally.
It's quite rare to get a good one, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
How many have closed down? You mentioned Concord the last 2 weeks.
So
How many others have died though, or just not at the player numbers? It's risky, and it just feels like it's a bit of a waste of the studio's time for what. Well, we haven't seen anything of it, but I can't imagine it's going to be anything that fantastic that will then last for years to come. But I wish I just finish the trilogy off, so you can see how the story ends.
Well, co-op.
There you
That's a
go.
good idea.
See, why not do that? Both Manic and Shay have said that. Why not do that? That'd make more sense. Because do you know what? It's like the Far Cry games. Far Cry 3 to Far Cry 4 wasn't much of a change in game, but you could do co-op. And you could probably do that. That'd be something that people would probably want, but not a multiplayer game. It's going to tank. Everything else that Sony's done that's multiplayer recently is tanks, apart from Helldivers 2.
Yeah, that one's been. That one's been doing well.
That's more the exception to the rule, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because it's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun. It doesn't overcharge you for the live service side of it. It's got reasonably priced for that.
Yeah.
But that's not what the big companies want. They want something with loads of microtransactions.
Yeah,
Bring as much money at you as possible for years and years and years. But these things just don't work half the time. It's rare to get one that lasts. They can't all be Fortnite.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There you go. And the Space Marines 2 game, that was really good. Very well received. Got good 8.5 out of 10 on the show a couple of weeks back. That's really good. Not tons of microtransactions. It's a good game. That's co-op as well. And in fact, the co-op game is different to the single player game, which I like. So technically, you got 2 games in one game, which I thought was brilliant. So I thought that was
pretty good. That.
Yeah. Love that they're diversing into other brands. Yeah, I know some people are not that excited about the Lego Horizon. I think it's going to be good fun. So I'm actually looking forward to that. I'm not going to lie.
Lego smashes every time. I think.
Yeah.
I feel like Lego's really good.
Yeah, I think that'll be brilliant. I think that'll be very well received. I feel Helldivers did well because it was released on PC. Yes, exactly.
That definitely helped.
So true. That's true. Because I might not have touched it if I hadn't have known other multiplayer peeps who were, who are on it too. Most of my friends do PC, so that's.
I think that's a good shout with that. So there you go. Woo, Lego smash. There you go.
The only way.
No doubt we will be talking about the remaster at the end of this month, and we'll be talking about the Lego game in November when it comes out on this very show. We have got a couple of other extra games to announce that came out, but we just haven't got time to put in the show. If you want to see the trailers for these games and see the scores and other things, go to my Discord. I'll be posting them in about an hour's time, I hope. Not a week later like I did after last week's show. That's my apologies for that. But there were 5 more games that came out over the course of the last week. On Wednesday, we had Earth Defense Force World Brothers 2, which came out on PS4, 5, Switch, and PC, and got an 8 out of 10. So if you're into Earth Defense Force games, and this is another spin-off, that's a pretty decent one to go for. There is Apartment Story, which is like another crime thriller game, which came out on PC, got a 7 out of 10. And we've got Raven's Watch out on PC, PS4, 5, Xbox Series X, S1, and Switch, which got a whopping 8.5 out of 10. On the Thursday, what comes around every year, but this seems to have fared a little bit better. We were having people play this on Friday at the event that we were running. We had EA Sports FC 25 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S and PC. It actually did quite well. Got a 7.5, which is the best score for a EA FC / FIFA game in quite a while. Big Jesse, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. That's 2 months. You absolute legend, Jesse. Thank you. Ravens Watch is so much fun. I've been playing it for a while. It got great reviews. Unfortunately, something that didn't get great reviews, also out last Thursday, was Ray Nartis, which came out on PS4, 5, Switch, and PC, and got a 5.5 out of 10. If you want to see the trailers for those games, they will be in my Discord, !Discord to join. Jesse says, only is to say hi to Professor Stalker Dave, but guess I'll sub while I'm here.
Love you, Jesse.
Bless you in that weird way. So that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. That is our show for this week. We are back next week. Our guest is in the chat right now. Our guest for next week is legendary JL. He will be here this time on the show, which is going to be amazing. Love you too, Jesse. He's an absolute legend. Don't forget, tomorrow we start the Halloween content, kicking off with Outlast Trials. If you want to play Outlast Trials with us, it's a community night, but we're also going to be raising money for Everyone Can. Every horror stream that we are doing will be raising money for the fantastic Everyone Can Centre, which basically gives disabled kids and kids with special needs the ability to play games in a centre in Manchester, just down the road from where we do our Timeless event. They are our charity sponsor for Timeless. We raised quite a bit of money at the show back in August, want to raise even more money. So we will be doing that starting from tomorrow. Anyone who's got Outlast Trials, DM me. We'll be playing that tomorrow. Not only that, thank you to the amazing guest, the wonderful, the beautiful Professor Stalke. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Who will be winging her way off to America to do her first ever live stream from a gaming event. It's going to be amazing. So Sunday, 5 p.m, either on Kick or Twitch. We'll try and get the link in the chat if we can, and go check out Professor Stalke. Gozzo, who's our community member of the month, is streaming tomorrow, doing some Mario Kart about 6 or 6:30, if I've got that right. Dan, thank you for the 100 bits. Greatly appreciate it. Yes, it was JL's first appearance on the chat show, so it's going to be brilliant. 6:45 tomorrow for Gozzo. If you fancy a bit of Mario Kart, you can join in. So there you go. Thank you to Dave, as always.
Always a pleasure, mate.
Another shout out. If you're not following Professor Stalke, there is all the links. Well worth watching.
Thank you.
Awesome. We love her to bits on the show, and we always have a giggle on this show with her. So, so we will get you back for more innuendo next year.
Yes, let's do it.
But do let us know, please. We want to know how you get on at the show as well. So do let us know.
Yes, I will. Yeah.
Hope you have an amazing time.
Thank you.
And even though we did raid Ed last night, thank you, Ems. Greatly appreciated. Thank you to all the mods, by the way, and everyone in chat as always. Thank you for making the show what it is by you watching this. Even though we did raid Ed last night, we found out, thanks to Dave Johnson, that at 8:30, Ed became a Twitch partner. It's official. So we're going to go raid Ed. Thank you so much, everybody else. Night, iQuail. So let's go do that. I'm going to open this up now and just make sure we got this. And he's celebrating the fact that he's now a Twitch partner because he rocks. So that is up now. And let's make this. Kel Gaming, have a good evening. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Deadly Pilgrim, thank you so much. Let's do this. Let's do this raid. Make sure this works. Press the button. And all that leaves for me to say is, wherever you are in the world, have a great morning, a great afternoon, or a great evening. And I shall see all of you tomorrow at Wednesday at 9 p.m. for the community games of Outlast Trials. We're probably going to shit ourselves live on stream. That game is horrifying. So I do that. Hopefully that starts. There you go. The link for Ed will be in the chat now. And all that leaves us to do is do that funny thing where we wave and make it look like we know when the show's about to end. So there you go. Good night.
Good night. All.